Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Boston game in at the shooting guard position. Here's Brown. James outside. Here's the three. Knocks down the three ball.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
There's the three. Rebounded by Papagiannis. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And then Brown with the dunk.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Pass to Brooks. And the layup's good off the glass. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Papagiannis. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Shields. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Passing game, no good. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. To the left side wing. Releases. Rebounded by Papagiannis.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
There's Brown with the three. That one doesn't go. James defending. From deep, Brooks scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Boston game. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Shields. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And, guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Now here's James. Here's Papagiannis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Shields, good on the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Into the lane, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Now here's James. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
Here's Papagiannis. 6 points for him. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Out of bounds. Away team ball. Substitution on the court.
Okobo looking over the floor. With 4 seconds on the clock, it's good. With 1 on the clock, and that one is hammered home. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Leading by just 1. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Now, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
They've got Corniche, and it's Moniunas in at the 5. Now here's Diallo. Not a lot of room. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Pass to Okobo. To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's a screen by Moniunas. This one for 3. Okobo. That's good. Okobo's got 7 points in the game. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Here's Cozier. He's guarded by Diallo. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Fires the 3. Corniche with the rebound. Here's Okobo. 7 points in the game. Pass to Moniunas. Here's Okobo. 5 to shoot. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Number 7.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the home team has possession. Trailing by 2. There's a good screen. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Now here's Diallo. Tight defense on him. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for the away team.
That free throw, no good.
Diallo at the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. For the 3. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Pass to Okobo. No good from outside. One-on-one here. There's Cozier. Jacks up a 3. And Mirotic throws it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And the shot goes in. Okobo's got 12 in the game.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
1:32 left in the second quarter. Good on the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Diallo has the open look. The quick look, no good that time. Inside, pass to McCormick. Here's Kozier, covered by Moti Yunus. Here's McCormick. Lets it go with a three. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Oh, here's Diallo. Defense is right there. From deep. Here's Cortez, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And the second chance becomes a dunk we could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's Okobo. Over to the left wing. Yunus kicks to Diallo. Pass to Okobo. Another shot. That's good on the jump shot. Okobo's got 12 now in this quarter. 7 seconds left in the first half. Mirotic, the screen. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big-time three to take the lead at the buzzer.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by a point. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's James. The layup off target.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Passing game out there with James. Then there's Brown, and it's Papagiannis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shields. The putback. Rebounded by Papagiannis. There's Bosengame. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Shields. Off target with his 3.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
They set the screen. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Shoots it. Out to Brooks. Shields. That's short off the rim.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of that. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to come to the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And midway through the season now, the power rankings starting to show a more complete picture. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
When you look at this visiting team, they're a whole lot happier at this point in the season than they were prior. It's fun when you start to play consistently.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Took him no time at all on that one. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
From downtown, gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 21.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Brooks misses. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The screen from Brown. Shoots. Korkmaz, no good.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And the basket by Bossingame.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Shields. And the jumper is good.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
James against Brooks. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Home team foul. Number 16. First personal foul. First team foul.
Brown with the screen on Brooks. James the pass to Brown. Here's Korkmaz. Misses the jumper.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the screen. Three-pointer. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Shields. Corniche with the rebound. Corniche has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Stolen by Brooks. Shields. He's guarded by Diallo. Puts up a deep three. Not going to go that time. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. They're up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Corniche is out there with Diallo, and it's a Kobo in at the 2-guard spot.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Over to the wing. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
He's with the rebound. Here's a Kobo. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's the fast break. Bangs home the trifecta. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Diallo. From outside the arc, McCormick with the rebound.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
From the arc. That shot misses.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Going inside, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. There's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Miritich the screen. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, that's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's James. And the dunk by James.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Lawson Game pulls it in.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. They were asking the team to play faster, push the ball. Coach told their players, hey, look, in this league, fast break points are the easiest. We need more of them. Can't argue with that. Kevin?
Thank you, David. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Brown wide open. He fired. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got his 5th assist in this one. Brown's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Shields. Yep, right through the net. 30 points in the game. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Gets it to go. That one good from Papagiannis.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Shields buries it from three-point range.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
James kicks to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Brooks outside. Shields. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's James. Yes!
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Pass to Mirotic. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Papagiannis. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did lead off all.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Nico Melli. He's out there with Hayes. And it's Peperovic in a shooting guard. From behind the arc, Baldwin with a rebound. Here's Peperovic. They set the screen. With the teardrop. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Yes, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep converting the easy bucket.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
And he drives in, and he dunks it down.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there, but the result is an emphatic jam.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
They set the pick. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. The visitors with the ball. Here's Baldwin. The three. Gets the three to fall. Baldwin's got 7 points in the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Let's go with a three. Buries it from 3.
Well, I think this is the start they want. Come out and put some points up early. 3 or 4 so far.
Soft touch off the glass. He's got 9. Baldwin's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Pass to Melli. Here's Peperovic. Here's the pick. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Right wing. Lets the three fly. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. He takes it in. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Jacks up a 3. Can't get it. 0 for 3 in this one. 1:51 left in the first quarter. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Hayes with it. They set a pick. Lets it go from 14. Balmaro grabs the board.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Baldwin's shot is good.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Baldwin's gone 4 for 6 from the field. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
With the drive, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
To the wing, right side. Out to the right wing. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Marjanovic.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
There's 21 seconds left in the first. From the arc. It's hauled in by Baberovic. It's intercepted. Oh, it goes! Are you kidding? He hit it! Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. They lead by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down. Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
It's off from 3-point range. Pass to Mirotic. The 3 is up. Guduric with the rebound. To the right side. There's the triple. Sinks the tray.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul, first team foul.
On Sunday, and then on Wednesday.
At the line for 2, number 1.
And he drops the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The visitors with the ball. 7-point differential. And there's the screen. The 3 ball. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Guduric. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Birch. And Birch slams it in.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Takes the 3. They get it back to the left wing. Here's Mirotic. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Team foul.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he nails the third.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now here's Birch. Tight defense on him. Three-pointer. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
And the three-pointer goes.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Fires from deep. Can't get it to drop. Here's Guduric. No points so far. And a jumper from the wing offline. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Pulls up. The jumper from the wing off target.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Off target from three-point range.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Puts up a three. He drops it from range.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
32 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Over to the left wing. Pass to Mirotic. They set the pick. For three. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. 5 points in the game. There's 6 seconds left in the first half of this one. Gets it off. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. That'll do it for the first half. Leading by 9. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Usually when you head to the locker room as a half, coach has something for you to improve upon. But what's a complete half of basketball, I'm surprised.
And now let's take a moment. That's it for us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The three. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Nico Melli is out there with Boban Marjanovic. Then there's Hayes, and it's Baldwin in at the point. From downtown, that one doesn't go. He's now 5 for 9 in this one. And that one is stuffed right through.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
From behind the arc, cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Any hope of coming back to win this game looks near impossible.
I know. The way things have gone so far, hard to imagine.
Now here's Hayes. He's guarded closely. The shot by Melli, no good.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 16. Launches it. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Uncovered. And he hits the jumper. He's got 25.
They're leaning on him heavy, and he's responding. He can carry the load.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. First free throw is good.
At the line for the away team.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. A minute 15 left in the 3rd quarter. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Lets it go from deep. Balmaro grabs the board. Brooks outside. There's a minute 17 left to play in the 3rd quarter. They swipe it. And they're pushing it up. Here's Melli. Offensive rebound. Pass to Marjanovic. 3-pointer. Drains the triple.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
He's defended by Hayes. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count. He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
29 seconds left in the 3rd. Baldwin, the pass to Melli. Here's Baldwin. Brooks defending. Lets it fly. Baldwin's shot is off. In transition. And he banks in the layup. He's got 34.
Changing ends quickly. Scoring before the defense can set up. They've been doing it all game.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 18, and 4th quarter back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Hayes, Boban Marjanovic out there with Nico Melli, and it's Baldwin in at the point. Driving to the basket, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, that was nasty. A 2-hand mega slam.
And I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Baberovic. Counted from distance.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Good work there as it goes.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
A quick shot there. It's off target.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Pure from 3-point range.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
No good on the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Oh, he dialed that one up from long distance. Fires for 3. McCormick with a rebound. McCormick's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Mirotic. Drills it from deep.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Graham?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
No good from outside.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Hits the trifecta.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Looking to end the run. On target from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. From outside the arc. Off the mark there with a 3. 1:07 left in the game. Misses the 3. From deep three-point land. The shot, no good. Pass to Guduric. There's a screen. Launches a 3. Nails it from 3.
Wilbekin, 3.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. so they get the victory here at home, showing that they're the far superior team.
everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hayes. Marjanovic is out there with Baldwin. And it's Melli in at the power forward position. Now here's James. That's the Blossom game. Here's James. Here he goes. And the dunk by James.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
That's the Blossom game. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And a strong finish with two hands.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. A nice shot by Baldwin.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Brown. No good on the three. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's Baldwin. And the three off target.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Launches a three. The rebound by Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. He has 7. The three ball. Rebounded by Papagiannis.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
James, the pass to Blossinger. Back to James. They set the pick. Fires the three. The offensive rebound. Papagiannis kicks to Korkmaz. Pass to James. Shot clock at 6. And here's Brown outside. Good on the triple. And this game is tied up now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Baldwin. James defending.
14 foul. Papagiannis. First personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for the away team.
And so he hits both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Here's Boston game. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Biberovic. It's hauled in by Brown. It's tipped, and that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Now here's James. Shoots from 14. It's rebounded by Hayes.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Marjanovic, a screen on James. Here's Baldwin. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Baldwin. 9 points in the game so far. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Baldwin's got 11 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The drive by James. Here's Papagiannis. A three-pointer off the mark. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Out to the right wing. Here's Hayes. Good on the three-point shot.
over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And here is James to end the run. Drills the three-pointer. James has got his second basket.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Up 5. And the second quarter will... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's a Kobo, and he dunks it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. To the left wing. Here's Gutteridge. Corniche with the rebound.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Diallo has the open look. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. He's guarded by Diallo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
There's a good screen. Driving the lane, and he jams it with authority.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Okobo. Out left to the wing. There's a screen by Modiunas. Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Rob. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
First one falls for.
Home team foul. Modiunas.
He's perfect from the line this time. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. They set the pick. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Diallo's got his third basket of the night right there. From deep three-point land, the rebound by Okobo.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Driving to the basket.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Lets the three fly. Hits the three-point bomb. 8 points for him.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Pass to Diallo. 1:10 left in the first half of the game. Right wing. Here's Cornish. There's the screen. And there's the drive. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
G8, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. A three-pointer, no good. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's a Kobo. 9 points in the game so far. Lets it go. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Kobo's got 11 points in the quarter.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring-wise.
From outside, off the mark. Now Diallo. It's deflected, and that one ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
From deep, James. And so we conclude the first half.
The second quarter.
Leading by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were. And let's move on and see. And that's all for us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the foul. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They've got Marjanovic. He's out there with Baldwin. And it's Melly in at the power forward. Missed inside. Here's Lawson game. Pass to Korkmaz. Outside, James. Pocket 6 from the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. For 3, the rebound by James. Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
And no reason to think they can't the way they're going.
Back to Korkmaz. Brown sets a screen for James. Down low. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by James. Brown's got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Baldwin. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now. They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Pass to Blossom game. And he's uses both hands to jam it in.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Here's Baldwin. James covering. Baldwin can't get it to go.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get the attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Beyond the arc. The shot comes out.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Korkmaz passes to Brown. They set the screen. The tray. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pass to Biberovic. Fires the three. No good. Shot missing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Brown with it. 8 points for him. They get it back. Game the pass to Korkmaz. James outside. Driving in. And the dunk by James.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says, with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment was a success.
A huge success, DA. Thank you. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
Pass to Blossomgame. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Blossomame's got 6 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Elbow shot is on the way. Hits the front of the rim and out.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. So it's the visitors now. From deep. The rebound by Akobo. Akobo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't drop. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Up by 16. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Corniche is out there with Diallo. And it's Monty Eunice in at the center, filling out the middle. Pass to Gutteridge. There's the triple. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Okobo looking over the floor. It's good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Shoots it up. Here's Birch. Yunus grabs the miss.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
To the inside. Here's Okobo. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Sinks the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Takes a 3. That one misses. He has made 7 of his 9 field goal attempts. Pass to Gutteridge. Puts up a 3. You can't get that one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
From past the arc. Diallo, no good.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
The rebound by Okobo. Okobo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Yunus. Connects from 3-point range.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Okobo, the pass to Diallo.
2 minutes remaining.
The 3 ball. He can't get that one to fall.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Trying to get something going. That one drops for him. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. No good with the triple. Here's Gutteridge. Traps in the tray. Now here's Diallo. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Okobo, the pass to Diallo. Here's Okobo.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 2, Wade Baldwin.
Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Colson. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And he's good on the 3 ball.
3 points.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Yunus, no luck. Pass to Baldwin. Fires away from way outside. Off on that one. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Complete. NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. He buries it from three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Brown, a screen on Brooks. It's James with the drive.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
And he drops in the layup off the glass. 5 points in the game.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Pass to Korkmaz. And there's a pick. Here he goes. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Outside, Brown. Knocks down the long J.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Takes a three. His first miss. 3 for 4 in this contest now. Shot clock at 6. On the take. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw good. Brown.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Brown. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. To halt the run. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 10.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
They set the screen.
2 minutes.
And the jam by Brown.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
James with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Drives to the hoop. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Brown, that's good.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
.103 left in the opening quarter. Kept alive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
First personal foul.
52 seconds left to play in the first. And the three off target. Diallo. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. Here's Corneli. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Almost converts despite the contact.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Here's a Kobo. Got it up. And that's not going to go. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. They lead by 8. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
4-3, and that one's good. Mirotic.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
For 3, Diallo. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And it's Mirotic with the rebound. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Diallo outside. Ooh, an incredible double clutch dunk.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And here in the second, with about 1.5 minutes gone by, pass to Mirotic. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's a Kobo. And he converts the layup.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Out to the right wing. This one for 3. McCormick with a rebound. This game is so close. 1 or 2 plays could make the difference.
It's so imperative to try to make each trip count.
Here's the 3. Hits the 3-pointer. He's got 6.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's a Kobo. Diallo outside. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, wow! And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's a Kobo. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. On Tuesday, then on Friday.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Both shots good from the strike. 1:44 left in the second period. And Diallo, here we go. And a strong finish with two hands.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
From deep. Gets the three to fall.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Here's a Kobo on target from range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Got it.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And here's Diallo. He has 7. There's the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Diallo's got 9. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Fires the 3. Sinks it from distance.
Number 1.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Kobo gets the bucket.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
There's a screen. Counted from distance. He's got 13.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Diallo outside. Fires the 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Leading by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
You take a look at the visitors. They're playing well right now. It's a testament to the work ethic of the players and the coaches. Everybody's on the same. Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early in the clock. Let those guys drain a few and get into rhythm. You're toast with the butter.
Appreciate you joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. To the wing on the left. Drills it from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
The 3 is up. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Pass to Brown. Here's the 3. He's off on that one. Out left to the wing. Releases. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Shields.
Now James. 6 points for him. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Balmaro. No good with the finger roll.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
James deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Going inside, deflected. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Korkmaz. James, left side. For the tie. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
James has gone 5 for 5 shooting here tonight. From behind the arc. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Here's Korkmaz. The shot's good on the assist by James. Korkmaz has gotten his first points in this one.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Brooks drives in, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And that's going to be a travel.
One team ball.
There's a minute 54 left in the third. Brown with a screen. Pass to Korkmaz. Now here is James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and over Brooks. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact. I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Brown, a screen on Brooks, and there's James from the arc. It goes again, his 6th basket in 7 tries.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
And the layup is good off the glass. 28 points for him.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Korkmaz passes to Brown. And there's the screen for 3. Not going to go that time. Launches it. Korkmaz pulls it in. Brown with it. 10 points for him. Brown with a screen for 3. James. Got it off in time. It doesn't go for him. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Leading by 5. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. They set a pick. Covered by Diallo. Brooks outside. Driving in. Yep, that one goes.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Akobo. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Okobo. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. target with the three. Diallo outside. The three ball. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Akobo from downtown. Drains the triple.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Covered by Diallo. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. That one goes in.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
He's off on the layup. Diallo's gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Over to the wing. Here's Cornelie. Off target from outside. Cornelie's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Mirotic. The rebound by Cornelie. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's the pick. For 3, Diallo. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
All night long, the defensive intensity just hasn't been there. They got to figure it out.
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
To tie it up. Can't get it to go. Making him 5 for 10 now. There's a minute 54 left to play in the fourth. Offline with a 3.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Mata-Yunus. Pass to Akobo. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3.
And that finally gets them back to even.
Incredible fortitude to bounce back like this. I think we're setting up for an awesome finish.
Here's Mirotic. Drops in the 3.
And that deflates the crowd in an instant. Way to take back the momentum.
Here's Akobo. Diallo on the wing. A minute 4 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Covered by Diallo. Oh, he nails it!
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
29 seconds left in the fourth. And he sinks it. The home team calls timeout. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. Coach delivered some inspiration for his team. He said, quote, "We're close. We are inches away from it. Do you feel it? I feel it. This is ours if we want it." Back to you, Ryan.
And Allie, thank you for that. Basket counts.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Here's Akobo.
Incredible shot.
Can't get it to fall. And so the road team gets the W in this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday night action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Baldwin. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Ballmore. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
Here's Biberovic. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Shields sinks the three-pointer.
Shields.
6 points for him.
D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Baldwin. Misses, and he wants that one back.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Shields hits it from three-point range.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Here's Baldwin. Brooks covering. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Baldwin's got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start.
Pass to Melly. Here's Biberovic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Shields misses the three. Poked away. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
And that one is stuffed right through.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Out to the wing. There's a screen. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He's got 11.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Baldwin's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Shields hands it from downtown.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Here's Baldwin. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Baldwin's got 12 points in the game. Shields covered by Hayes. Launches it. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Marjanovic is screen on Brooks. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. And Marjanovic with the slam.
How about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Out to the right wing. Pass to Balmoro. The 3. No good on the last second attempt there. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Leading by 9. And we'll be back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Fires the 3. That shot, no good. Here's Gozer. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Gutteridge. Mirotic grabs the miss.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
On Saturday and then on Tuesday.
And for that game against Athens, they can't come out playing timid. Just because they're facing the top team in the West, you've got to play your game. Minimize mistakes, and if they do that, they got a chance at the W. And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
There's Quizer. He takes it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
Such a wide open look. Mirotic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. A 3. No good that time. Here's Gozer. Nails the wide-open jump shot. 6 points for him.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's Gutteridge. No good on the triple. Gutteridge has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Fires for 3. The shot, no good. Covered by Mirotic. Inside. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
He did that time, and let's not discourage him because I'd like to see more of that from him in the future.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
There's a minute left to play here in the half. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
No good with the layup. Out left to the wing. Here's Coulson. That 3 off the mark. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 8. So it's the visitors now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Banked in off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And that does it for the first half of play. They're up by 11. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
I've got a good idea who I want to see make the cut. So far, these results are close, but I know what I'm thinking.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the home team. And that about wraps.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's Baldwin. They've got Marjanovic. He's out there with Baldwin. And it's Biberovic in at the 2-guard spot. And the shot is good. Biberovic has got his first points in this one.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film. And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Here's Baldwin. Offline with his 3. Shields covered by Hayes. And the 3 ball is good. 22 points for him.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Shields, covered by Hayes. Shields, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Shooting
RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great
The
team.
ball goes to the away team.
Now Brooks. Nothing on the board. Taken away by Hayes. Here's Baldwin. Lays it up off the glass.
This is one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
There's the pick. Shields. The three-pointer is right on target.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Baldwin looking for the opening. Here's the 3. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Takes the 3. It's good from long range. Baldwin's got 17 now.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shields, covered by Hayes. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. There's plenty of time to get back in it.
A second chance effort. It's blocked. Shields. And it's off from three-point range. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Baldwin the pass to Marjanovic. That one falls. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
There's the pick from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Shields. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Here's Baldwin. Brooks covering.
Away team foul. Armani Brooks. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Baldwin. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Baldwin's got 8 points in the quarter.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Shields. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Baldwin. Fires from deep. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Up by 9. And while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Cozier. That three off the mark. There's the three. Goes back up. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Mirotic. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cozier, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. There's the drive. Makes it off the glass. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Connects from three-point range.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
For the away team.
Three-pointer. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to McCormick. Just 5 on the clock. To the left side wing. And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Mirotic has got 6 in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's the screen to the middle. And he bangs it home with one hand.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Checking in for your home team, the Fenerbahce.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
Two minutes remaining in the game.
Takes it inside. Got a piece of it. To the wing on the left. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Biberovic. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Mirotic has a wide open look. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Baldwin. And unable to corral the miss, and it goes on a play.
Home team ball. Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 31, Siobhan Shields.
1:19 left in the game. Six to shoot. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Mirotic, the screen. He gets that one.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Here's Baldwin. Covered by Mirotic. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Biberovic. From deep three-point territory. No good. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot.
as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Out to the right wing. And here's Brown for three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Baberovic. No one near him. No luck on that one. Now Brown. Fires for three. Sends it home from three-point land. Brown's got 6 points.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Was so close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
And he drops the first. And he makes both free throws.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to James. Back to Brown. There's the triple. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one. Brown's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. Here's Baldwin. Sinks the tray. He's got 5.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout. Their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Takes the 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. James outside. They set the pick. Oh, rejected by Marjanovic.
Just their first miss of the night. They've been aggressive and they've been proficient.
Hayes, the pass to Melly. Here's Baldwin. Check by James. Baldwin's shot is good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's James. Launches a 3. Can't hit that one. Here's Baldwin. Check by James. There's a screen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Incredible. I mean, this is the NBA. The defense needs to be much better.
He doesn't slam it often, but the D can't take him lightly, or he will.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
It's Hayes with the rebound. Here's Baldwin. Check by James. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Baberovic. No points yet. That evens the score.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
It's tipped. Pass to Baberovic. Shoots over Brown. Baberovic can't get it to go.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look. And remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Here's Baldwin. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Brown looking around. It's James on the wing. Brown with a screen. Lets the three fly. Korkmaz on the wing. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Fires in the triple.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Here's Baldwin. And the shot goes down. Baldwin's got 14 points for the game.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
That's the end of the first.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Up 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Here's a Kobo. Nails it from 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
They set a pick. And a miss there on the triple. Over to the left wing. Fires from deep. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Into the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting
the first free throw is good.
Diallo taking 2 shots.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike. And they're running. Pass to Birch. There's a screen by Birch. Knocks down the triple. He's got 5.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
There's a screen. Here's Diallo, and he drives in.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. From 13. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
A Kobo, no good. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And the bucket is good. Now here's Diallo. Driving to the basket. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. There's the 3. The shot no good. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by a Kobo.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Malagunas. Pure from three-point range.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
And Diallo, here we go. And he jams it home with authority.
Assistant.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Pass to Guduric. to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Hits the trifecta. 15 points in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
1:05 left to play in the second quarter. Akobo, no good. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go that time.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Corneli. Here's Mata-Yunus.
Home team foul. Colson. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. The 3, James. Guduric with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Check by James. And that one's good.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
And here's Brown for 3. Guduric with the rebound. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
James outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They're up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nico Melli is out there with Boban Marjanovic. Then there's Hayes, and it's Beberovic in at the 2. And there's James from the arc. It's hauled in by Marjanovic.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Baldwin, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Well, he knows the defense was absolutely playing him soft, not respecting his abilities whatsoever, so he made them pay.
Lets it fly. Melli with a rebound.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Baldwin. Check by James. Three-pointer. The shot comes out. Outside, Brown. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Shooting for the away team.
Both free throws good from James. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Baldwin. Check by James. Marjanovic misses from close range.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Fires it. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
From outside the arc. That one doesn't drop.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Oh, man. Oh! B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting dancing around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Here's Baldwin. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Korkmaz. James, outside. Yep, count it.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Right now, a close game in Atlanta. Here's Baldwin. He's got 18. Pass to Hayes. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown. Hayes has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Baldwin. Check by James. Screen by Marjanovic. And they take the lead. Baldwin's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's just a tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. The 3, James buries it from 3. James has got 7 points in the game.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Baldwin. 23 points in the game. To the left side wing. Here's Baberovic. And it's all from three-point range.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And that one is hammered home.
Just wow. A monster flush from the big man.
Hayes. First personal foul. Second team.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. This one for 3. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Here's Akobo. He has 6. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 4 to shoot. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. They're up by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. And passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Covered by Diallo. 6 on the shot clock. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Pass to Akobo to the right side. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Boulaye passes to Diallo. 4-3. No good. Here's Baldwin. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. So they take the lead. Baldwin's got 12 points here in the second half.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Well, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Puts up a three. The rebound by Corneli.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Diallo. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And the shot goes in.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Diallo's gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. Here's Baldwin. Shoots from 14. The rebound by Corneli.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. He drops it from range. 28 points for him.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
To the wing on the left. Diallo outside. From deep, clock at 6. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Baldwin. Lets it go. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Baldwin's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
And that one is stuffed right through. Boy, it's been a grinder, back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Pass to Akobo. A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter. The three, Diallo. That one's off. Shooting 7 for 10 now. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., and there's a chance to extend that right here.
The rebound by Corneli.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid straight up and in.
Pass to Akobo. Missed inside. There's 48 seconds left in the final quarter. Here's Baldwin. Here he goes.
Everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
The three, Diallo. And he can't get that one. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Here's Baldwin. Count it!
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And so the home crowd treated to a win.